So if you've been tuned into the show for a little bit, you know last week that I had I built a shop. Okay, so I built my own shop, and it's a little under 1,000 square feet, and it's not big, but it's humble, and it's my own. And this last weekend, I was working on doing epoxy on the floor of the garage, and I'll pull up some pictures here that you can take a look at if you're watching on video right there. Look at that beautiful epoxied floor. I did a lot of research on different types of epoxy and then decided that the good kind that I need is probably too expensive. So I found a nice middle ground. This is the polycuramine, for what it's worth, from Rust-Oleum. And it seems durable enough, and we'll see how it lasts. Now, I had to buy 2 boxes of it to actually do the whole garage floor here, and it's got those nice little flakes in it. And my favorite thing about the epoxy install here isn't necessarily actually rolling it on and doing that. It's once you've got it all rolled on and it's still wet, and then you take those little flakes, they're like paint confetti chips, and you just start tossing them in the air so that they spread out evenly. It's fun. It's like when you were a kid and you always got in trouble for throwing things and making a mess. It was like that, but, you could actually do it. You wouldn't get in trouble for it. And all it cost me was a considerable sum of money in building my own garage. So that's all it costs to be able to make a mess and not get in trouble for it. So the other thing that was funny about this, and I told you at the top of the show that my new neighbors, I'm pretty sure are convinced that I am a psychopath, that I am a lunatic, because what happened was I had the garage door, well, it wasn't actually installed yet. You can see it's there now, but it wasn't installed yet, but I was rolling the epoxy in, and it got dark, and I was finishing up the actual, spreading of the epoxy. And here's the thing. You're supposed to wear like a paint-rated respirator because this stuff is toxic. You don't want to breathe it. It's not good for you. And I, for the life of me, couldn't find my respirator. I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm like, oh, it's in my toolbox somewhere. No, I couldn't find it. In the shuffle of the move of actually getting stuff here, I lost the respirator, and I couldn't find it. Well, I'm like, okay, well, I got to do the epoxy now. I'm not going to have time to do it. The weather's going to get bad soon. And anyway, I got to get it done now. So what I did, I'll pull it off camera here, is I took this comes by way of Mira Safety. This is a gas mask. And this is a frightening looking thing. Now I had this lying around because various reasons. I mean, this is, we all have one of these, right? I'm sure we all have one of these, because this is useful when the Chinese fly their friendship planes and drop friendship confetti. You will want one of these. But anyway, so this is drastically overrated for what I was doing, and I'll give you a visual representation, and I'll kind of explain it on radio too. But it was dark. I had a single light on here in the garage, just one light, and I've got this gas mask on. And it looked something a little bit like, this isn't good for radio. It looked a little bit like this. And I'll pull that off. And it looked a little bit like that. And the neighbors drive up. I didn't hear them because I had some earbuds in. And they startled me. They drove up. It was dark. There's a single light here in the garage. And they see me from behind, and I turn around and look at them with that gas mask on, and it was, needless to say, startling for all of us involved, and probably them more so than me. And then we had a friendly chat. Meanwhile, I just kind of was holding the gas mask, and they kept looking at the very clearly not a painting respirator gas mask, and they just kept looking at it, and no one ever said anything. So anyway. They do think I am, put that back on the floor. They definitely do think I'm probably a little unhinged, which maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you do want your neighbors to believe that you are just slightly unhinged. So that way, when you end up making a little too much noise working on your race car, starting it, they will debate, do we call the police on this? No, honey, don't call him. Don't call him. That guy's crazy. don't antagonize him. So anyway, so yeah, there you go. I guess that's one way to make first impressions with the neighbors. So anyway, now, oh, by the way, before we move on, I do want to tell you about my good friends at Spytec GPS. So last week, you'll know on the show that I had one of their units, which is great for tracking cars, trailers, all sorts of stuff. I had it on the show, and I typically, when I do these reads, I like to have it here so I can show it to you, but you see there's a problem. And I know you're about to say, Matt, did you lose a GPS tracker? Of all things? No, in fact, I know exactly where it is. And here's what happened. You see, I talked about how I was going to use it to track my 10 millimeter sockets. And anyway, so the void space that exists between dimensions is in fact where the tracker is, because I know that because the tracker works phenomenally. I can actually pull it up on the app and I can see, according to the app, it says that the tracker's right here in front of me. Clearly isn't, but that's where the 10 millimeter sockets last were, and they sucked themselves along with the tracker into the void space. So that is my fault for using it to track my 10 millimeter sockets. I knew that was going to happen anyway, so I don't know why I did it. So I guess I'm going to have to use my own promo code now, AutoADHD15 at Spytec.com, to order myself a new tracker. And they are great trackers, by the way. They are tremendous if you're worried about a car getting stolen. If you have had a car get stolen, as I have, you want to have one of those on hand. So just don't use it to track the 10 millimeter sockets if you want to keep the tracker for other things. And again, that's AutoADHD15, Spytec.com. So now we're coming up on a break here, but I do want to talk about Jeep with the 4xe. There is yet another recall. Yes, another one. You're going, gosh, another one? Am I talking about the same one? Things aren't looking good for the Jeep Wrangler 4xe. I know. This is the third week we're talking about it. So that's coming up here after the break, and more, and maybe even some of your car sounds. You're listening to the Automotive ADHD Show. I am your host, Matt West. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.